Bunny goes Gear 5 with Luffy. What? I gotta watch some One Piece after this. 3 true Disneyland horror stories animated.
Leslie and I went to Disneyland for casual fun. We rode Space Mountain 3 times in a row, ate our weight in churros, and laughed until our faces hurt. It was the first time I'd seen Leslie laugh so much for so long. It felt good seeing her laugh. Our day was going great until we spotted this weird man outside Sleeping Beauty's castle. He was dressed as Judge Claude Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The costume was perfect, down to the layered robe, the heavy hat, and even the little details embroidered on.
Niggas somehow still can't hear this nigga bullshit. Perfect. Niggas can hear. I'm finna time him out in a minute.
On his sleeves. But what struck me most wasn't the costume, it was his creepy expressions. He continuously licked his lips. His eyes looked hollow and sunken, like he hadn't slept in weeks. And every few seconds he smiled at random.
I'm muted.
Like he hadn't slept in weeks, and every few seconds he smiled at random.
I'm muted. This nigga, bro, yeah. Oh, let me get him a timeout. Hold on.
Random girls for no reason. Leslie and I were walking past him when he spoke to her. You should be careful. Beauty is a dangerous gift, especially when wicked men desire it.
I would have rocked Cub right here. You ain't gonna tell my girl. Who is this strong chin ass nigga in the back? Is that Clark? But you ain't go, you know what I'm saying? Nigga look like Superman, don't he? You ain't gonna tell my girl beauty, yo. I'm finna give him a timeout. Cause if I turn up my mic, if I turn on my audio, he looks like me, he don't. I can hear myself. Eat dick. Chase using the tape measure to measure his dick. I wouldn't blame the nigga. As long as he don't have his dick on my what's the name? As long as he don't have it on my tape measure, I ain't tripping. Cause hey, I ain't gonna lie, I use a ruler to measure my dick. I need about 2 rulers cause my shit's so big. But yeah, I would have rocked this slim jaw ass, this mountaineer's face having ass. I would have rocked this whole shit. Cause you ain't gonna tell my bitch that beauty is a dangerous thing, especially when men want it and desire it. I would have killed him in GTRP.
I laughed.
You laughed. You a bitch.
That's creepy as hell, but I have to say, solid impression. Leslie laughed too, nervously, but the guy didn't blink. Just watched her for a beat too long.
He is not trolling.
Long before turning
he being dead ass too.
Disappearing into the crowd. I didn't think much of it then, just another hardcore Disney cosplayer.
The creepy guy looks
but
like
with
you
time
and
passing, we kept seeing him. At first, I thought it was just coincidence. He was standing near the entrance to the haunted mansion when we got in line. Then again at Pirates of the Caribbean a few rows back. I pointed him out jokingly. Your biggest fan still following us? Leslie.
Who the fuck is this nigga in the back? Who is this nigga? Where is this nigga face at, y'all? Y'all see this nigga? So what's this nigga?
She didn't laugh this time. She just looked over her shoulder and said,
"What a creep."
And she was right. He wasn't looking around or checking his phone or doing anything normal. He was watching her. Even when we...
Hey. When you got you a girl, bro, you can't just let her... You know what I'm saying? Come on, gang. You can't let gang just sit here and bullshit with you. Hey. When you got you a girl, bro, you can't just let her... Yo, this nigga lying. I'm finna get mad, B-Fit. Stop lying, nigga, if I time you out for 30 hours. I'm gonna get you a 10-minute in a minute until the video's over. I'm gonna time you out for exactly 19 minutes and 58 seconds if you say that shit again. So that, I'm gonna time you out for 30 minutes just in case I keep pausing and stretch this out to a 30-minute video. Say it's muted again. But yeah, I would have rocked his. I would have blacked in both of this nigga eyes. Cause I'd be damned if you keep staring at my bitch. Like, you already said that bullshit and then now you staring at her like a motherfucker. I would have rocked his fucking jaw. I would have hit him with a Naruto uppercut. Changed his entire jaw structure.
Checking his phone or doing anything normal.
Timmy Tough Nickels? No, that's just what you do when you got you a girl, bro. You supposed to protect her, not let weird niggas like this just be around your girl just staring at her. We don't do that.
He was watching her. Even when we changed areas of the park, he somehow reappeared. Oh, wait.
Yeah, every time I would have turned around like, my nigga, what the fuck is you doing? What the fuck is you doing, boy? That one funny Michael meme, I would have been like, what the fuck is you doing, boy? Why are you following me around? No, I'm saying you're not doing shit to me, gang. Who is this nigga in chat? Boy. Nigga, I'll make you call Jesus, nigga. I'll drop you.
He's a few paces away. Let's just go to another section, I said, trying...
The boyfriend a bitch, he should have said something to that nigga.
...to sound calm. Maybe he's just weird, not dangerous. After the Splash Mountain ride, Leslie wanted to change. Her shirt was soaked. She went into the women's restroom by the gift shop. While I waited...
I'm gonna check if my thing is muted. If it's not muted, I'm timing you out for 10 minutes. Let me see. Is the mic moving? You see the mic moving right there? Let's go get you a timeout. What's wrong with this nigga, man? This nigga bullshit on my shit. See, this is problem. See, I might untime you after 5 minutes, but you need to hold that.
Waited outside, scrolling through my phone, almost forgetting about the guy dressed as Judge Frollo. Suddenly, I heard Leslie scream from the washroom. It echoed, sharp enough to make people nearby look up. Seconds later, Leslie burst out of the restroom, pale, shaking, still in her soaked clothes.
He was inside! He was inside, watching me, smiling!
She screamed. I dropped my phone. What?
I saw his face in the mirror, right behind me. He said something, but I couldn't... He was smiling.
I went right in and found the guy standing in the girls' washroom.
Now, what you gonna do right here? What you gonna do right here? Me personally, like I said, rocking cuz jaw. I would have did more. I would have rattled this nigga brain. Cause I just caught you my girl just came to me and told me that she seen you looking at her while she's in the bathroom. First, you already looking at my girl. Which I know I'm riding around. I know I'm riding around with some fine shit. So I'm not sure if a nigga look at my girl. But if I catch you stealing too many glances and you following us around, now I gotta hurt you. And then on top of that, you in a bathroom with her now and you staring at her while she using the bathroom, I'm gonna kill this nigga in GTRP Twitch. I'm gonna take his head and dunk it in the same toilet she was just using. Take his head, dunk it in there, get this nigga a swirly and stomp his head on the... I'm gonna do this nigga like niggas be doing other niggas in repo and shit. Put this nigga head in the toilet and flush it. I'm gonna smush this nigga into the toilet. Cause I be damn. Nigga, you just put... Yeah.
With that same sick smile plastered on his
face.
Oh
yeah, swing on this nigga.
I tackled him
Bitch.
to the ground, punching and shouting obscenities.
Oh yeah.
Blood splattered across his chin.
That's what I'm saying. Whoop his
ass.
He
didn't fight back.
It don't matter.
He just laughed, lying there getting the beating.
Keep whooping his ass. Don't stop, man.
It wasn't a normal laugh. It was deep and guttural, like the sound of a church organ vibrating under the earth. The more I hit him, the louder he laughed. People were screaming now, security rushing over, trying to pull me away. I remember one guard yelling at me to stop saying the man's bleeding, but the man felt no pain. He was smiling through the blood, his teeth red, his voice steady even as they dragged him outside. He looked at Leslie, not me, and said, "You can't hide your beauty, my..."
You should have stepped in front of this nigga like, and what you should have did, you should have stepped in front of him and checked his hook, checked his chin again, straight to the jaw.
Idea, not from eyes that see through skin. And then he laughed again as they pulled him away. That sound still plays in my head, not like human laughter, but something echoing, like it came from a hollow place far deeper than his chest. They took him away. Security assured us the man would be banned from the park and handed over to the police. But even then, I noticed the confusion on their faces. Because when they checked his ID, or tried to, there was nothing. No wallet, no phone, not even a ticket. He shouldn't have been there at all.
Nigga don't have no money.
We stayed until closing, sitting on a bench near Main Street, too shaken to move. The fireworks went off, and for a second, the entire sky was glowing. Everyone around us was cheering, filming, and enjoying. but all I could hear was Leslie sobbing. She leaned her head on my shoulder, trembling.
He wasn't normal.
She whispered.
I felt it when he looked at me. Like he knew things. Like he'd done this before.
He definitely has.
I didn't know what to say. A week later, Leslie and I were back home. We avoided talking about Disneyland. It felt cursed now, like that place had shown us something rotten hiding beneath all the smiles and fireworks. I was flipping through the channels when Leslie suddenly gasped.
Jamie, turn back!
We saw that man again. That same face. The man dressed as Judge Frollo, only this time without the costume. His mugshot filled the TV
This nigga look fucked up, boy.
screen. Pale, tired, but unmistakably him. The news anchor's voice was calm but cold.
Authorities have identified the man arrested at Disneyland last week as Richard Hale, 43, a repeat offender known for stalking women in public spaces, such as amusement parks, restaurants, and shopping malls. Police say Hale often posed as characters or staff to blend into crowds before following victims into secluded areas.
Hold on, who is this reporter? Hold on, man. Damn it, I clicked the wrong fucking button. Hold on, my baby. Report some of this dick. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I would have crushed this nigga. Pause. Boy, I would have hurt. Pause, not like that. I would have hurt, boy. I would did some crazy to this nigga. I would have hurt this nigga. Like badly. Like, I already tripped when the nigga like looking at my girl too much. If you get to a certain point, I understand niggas go look. Niggas' eyes wander. Okay, you look at my girl, but I don't give a fuck. If you look at it again, I'm not tripping. You look at it a third time, okay, now I'm gonna look at you. Cause why is you looking at my bitch butt? If you keep looking over and over and over again, I'm gonna think you're being disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying? In a minute, I'm finna go in Discord and tell Ari to get up in here so she can time you out every time you say, what's the name? Cause watch this. So she can time you out every time. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about it, bro. I got you after this stream. I got you. Hit that nigga with a bam. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, in the bathroom, I ain't gonna lie, I would have killed Cuz. Cause if I caught you like looking at my girl, and like when I say looking at my girl, like this nigga was actually like staring at her while she was in the bathroom, I would have walked in there, and I would have killed this nigga. I would have killed this nigga. Cause I'd be damned if I see some bullshit like that.
And again, that same face. The man dressed as Judge Frollo, only this time without the costume. His mugshot filled the TV screen. Pale, tired, but unmistakably him.
Would have killed this nigga.
The news anchor's voice was calm but cold.
Authorities have identified the man arrested at Disneyland last week as Richard Hale, 43, a repeat offender known for stalking women in public spaces, such as amusement parks, restaurants, and shopping malls. Police say Hale often posed as characters or staff to blend into crowds before following victims into secluded areas.
Leslie covered her mouth, whispering,
"Oh my God."
The report went on. Detectives had searched his apartment and found hundreds of printed photographs. Women at Disneyland, shopping centers, and cafes, all taken without their knowledge. Each photo had disturbing captions written beneath in red ink.
Hale reportedly told investigators he admired Judge Claude Frollo, claiming he was misunderstood. In his own words, why should there only be fans of Disney princesses? Why not Disney villains?
The room went silent. Leslie started crying softly, and all I could do was hold her hand, staring at the TV.
Why the fuck is you crying? Type shit what Michaels would do. Bro, watch out now.
The reporter moved on to another story, but I couldn't stop replaying that sick laughter in my head, that guttural, inhuman sound. He wasn't a ghost. He wasn't a demon. He was something worse. He was real.
Y'all both a bitch. then you hit me with an ass. Come on, Daniel.
I never thought I'd be the kind of person to visit Disneyland alone. My little sister Emily always wanted to go there, but that day never came. A drunk driver took her life last December. She was only 9. I still remember the phone call, the sirens, the sterile smell of the hospital room. I didn't cry at first. I just stopped feeling altogether. But when I found her old bucket list written on the back of her school notebook, I saw "Go to Disneyland" scribbled right at the top, so I decided I'd go for her. It was a sunny afternoon when I arrived, and everything looked exactly like how she'd imagined it. Music playing, kids laughing, balloons bobbing against the sky. I wandered aimlessly. Every smile I saw reminded me of what I'd lost. I sat near the fountain outside Fantasyland, eating a churro, murmuring to the wind, "It's all for you, Emily." I was drowning in my despair when noticed a man standing near the counter.
I wonder, is Disneyland actually fun? I might go for a stream. I've never went to Disneyland, yo.
Carousel. He was this tall, lanky dude with stringy hair. He was pretending to check his phone, but he wasn't looking at the screen. His eyes were locked on a little girl. She couldn't have been older than 8. She skipped around, laughing, while her parents pushed a stroller a few feet away. The man started following them, slowly, deliberately blending into the crowd. Every time the girl turned, he'd...
Hey, I done been like, "Hey, my mans, why was you looking at that look?" I would have turned to Gideon so quick, but then I would have turned to Luke Kane and ripped this nigga throat out. Stop being on kids, nigga.
Looked away, pretending to take photos or adjust his hat. A chill crawled up my spine. I told myself not to jump to conclusions.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with you, B-Fit, but I would not go with another man to Disneyland. Unless we both, you know what I'm saying, unless we both bring in women with us, like we both going on a double date type shit. I'm not going to Disneyland with just another nigga. That's gay. I don't care what nobody say. Just go with your homeboys. No, we have to bring some females. That's gay just to go with another man. Nah. Bring, you know what I'm saying? I like, we would have to both bring some type of female or something. You know what I'm saying? Or at least another guy. It can't just be 2 niggas by themselves. Bro, will be fun. No, we'll need either our own females or just one more person, like one more guy or girl or some shit. It can't just be 2 niggas going to Disneyland by themselves. That's on boys.
People look weird.
And you gotta have money to go to Disneyland. I'm not paying for your ticket.
All the time. Maybe he was just waiting for someone. A few minutes later, I looked back.
And I know you ain't got no money.
Again. And this time, I saw the man talking to the girl holding out a popsicle. I was too far to hear what he said, but I could tell from the way the girl was interested in whatever he said to her. Her parents were distracted, trying to calm the baby. It's none of my business, I told myself. There are cameras, security, people everywhere. But then, I watched him quickly grab her wrist and started walking away. Once the girl realized the man was taking her away from her parents,
I would have flew in like Superman. Boom! Straight across that nigga chin.
She started crying, but the music and chaos suppressed her voice. Her cries just dissolved into the noise. He started dragging her toward the side path behind the Dumbo ride. I was sure now that the man had bad intentions. Before disappearing behind the ride, I saw the little girl's face, her eyes wide, tears streaming, her small hand reaching out as she shouted for help. And in that split second, I saw Emily. The same desperate eyes she must have had the time of the accident, calling for someone who never came in time. Something inside me snapped. I got up and ran, faster than I ever had in my life. My heart pounded like a drum in my ears. I didn't even think. Just shoved past
says,
people.
"Let's do it on the summertime. I'll bring Danny, and in the summer I'm getting a job."
Hey, but yeah, you gotta have like a way there. Like I said, I'm not paying for no ticket for you or nothing like that. I'm not doing nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And I will have it, like, I will be able to pay for your ticket and shit like that. It's just you a grown man, you bringing a female nigga, you gotta spend some money. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be paying for your tickets. Maybe when we get there, I'll pay for, like, snacks and shit like that. for y'all and shit like that. Maybe a way back or some shit, or maybe I go half with you on the way back, just in case you can't fully pay it. But and first off, as a man, you should never want to. You know what I'm saying? You should never go somewhere and not have a way back. Men never go somewhere and not have a way back. It's either you walking or you doing something else.
Knocking into them. When I reached the corner, I saw the man again, pinning the little girl against a wall. His belt was half undone. His face had changed from calm to something ominous.
What?
For a moment, I froze. Every cell in my body screamed in rage. Then the girl whimpered.
Who's going to be a cameraman? Hobo Wine said he had no problem being a cameraman. If I were to like bring him on some shit like that, but that nigga going to the military.
Please don't hurt me. Weapons, supplies.
Man, get her big booty ass about the camera, man. What you doing? Stop playing with me.
No.
Stop trying to get me activated on stream if I rip my dick out and stroking on camera.
Tired.
I might have to get YouTube Premium. When I start getting paid more from this, we'll go get some YouTube Premium going. I remember when I had like an ad block.
I couldn't stand still anymore. I need reach.
I remember I had an ad blocker on YouTube once. They told me if I keep it using the ad blocker, they go ban my account. So I stopped using that shit.
Then the girl whimpered.
Please don't hurt me.
And all I saw was Emily again, sitting on her bed, asking me to promise she'd be safe when she grew up. I couldn't stand still anymore.
Jesus.
I lunged on the freak. The man turned, surprised, just as I slammed into him. We both hit the ground hard. I don't remember what I said.
Beat that nigga ass!
Fists,
Okay!
a taste of blood in my mouth.
Okay!
I punched him until my knuckles bruised. He
Whoop his
tried
ass!
to fight back,
Bitch!
but rage and grief had made me stronger than I'd ever been. I screamed at
Whoop
him,
his ass!
words that didn't even make sense. All I knew was that this monster wasn't going to hurt her. Not
Whoop
today.
his ass!
Not ever. By the time security arrived, he was lying half-conscious, gasping, his face unrecognizable. The guards pulled me off him,
Damn, they beat that
questions
nigga
I
ass.
couldn't process. The little girl ran to one of them, sobbing. I was shaking, covered in sweat and dust. My hands were trembling so hard I had to press them against my knees to keep them still. Later, when everything calmed down, one of the guards led the girl towards me. She had band-aids on her knees, and her pink backpack was ripped. She looked up at me with these big, grateful eyes, the same color as Emily's. Then, she reached out and grabbed my hand.
Thank you.
She whispered. I didn't even know what to say. I just knelt down so we were eye level. You're safe now. I managed to choke out. She suddenly hugged me, tight, like she was afraid to let go. And something broke inside me. I felt warmth on my cheeks and realized I was crying. Not the quiet kind of crying, the shattered, shaking kind.
This nigga was her like, that's how he was in her ear.
Months of...
Yo, low-key, I might be... You know what I'm saying? Low-key, no bullshit. I could be a great voice actor. Y'all, if y'all wasn't in here last stream and heard how I was voice acting, I was cooking. I was cooking.
Guilt and pain spilling out at once. I held her like she was my own sister. Like maybe, by saving her, I'd finally done what I couldn't do for Emily. When the police took the man away, one of the officers patted my shoulder. You did good, son, he said, but I barely heard him. Because in the distance, through the crowd and lights, I thought I saw something. A tiny figure standing near the carousel, wearing a white dress and Minnie Mouse ears.
Jesus.
For a second, I saw Emily. She smiled at me, and then she was gone. I don't know if it was real or just my imagination, but I felt her there, in the laughter of the kids, in the breeze that carried the scent of cotton candy. At night, as fireworks exploded over the castle, I sat on a bench. Tears fell, but they didn't hurt anyone. Somewhere beyond the lights and stars, I knew she was smiling. proud that her big brother had finally found the courage to be her hero, even if it came a little too late. And for the first time since she died, I smiled back.
Okay,
GFL 2 is a game that combines the strategic complexity of turn-based squad combat with rich character progression.
Come on, man, you finna get me banned. Stop bullshit.
I still get the chills when I think about that day. It was supposed to be magical, a perfect Saturday trip to Disneyland for my daughter, Macy. She'd been talking about it for months. She was 9, and at that age, everything still feels big and possible. She'd saved her allowance to buy a pair of Minnie Mouse ears. That morning, she was wearing them proudly in the back seat, singing along to the Frozen soundtrack while I drove down the 5 toward Anaheim. It was early, maybe a little after 7.
What type of car is that?
The sky was soft and gold, traffic light.
I
remember thinking how good it felt to give her something normal, something joyful. We were on the road for quite a while and everything was usual. Suddenly, I noticed this woman on the bend of the road ahead. At first, she just looked like a performer, someone walking to an event maybe. A woman dressed in a Minnie Mouse costume, standing by the side of the road, waving both.
She not dressed just how this bitch look. She doodled on herself too. What the fuck? Cute. Her face probably do just look like that. She just put a nose on, but her face actually probably look like that.
Arms like she needed help. But as we got closer, I saw her more clearly. Her costume was filthy and torn. She didn't wear a mask, instead wore this mini ears and had weird makeup on her face. Her smile was way too big than her face. I slowed a little. Macy pointed through the glass.
Mom, Minnie's lost.
The woman stepped closer, dragging one foot slightly. Her red polka dot dress stained with...
Right here, I would have been grabbing switch. Whole time she walking up. What am I doing? I'm grabbing switch. The entire time she walking up, I'll be like, darling, sit down. I got it. The moment I seen her roll up, I would have seen her walking towards my shit. I would have put my whole switch on my dick and did this. Immediately started, you know what I'm saying, cock my shit immediately. Cause bitch, why are you walking up to my shit? Nigga, you are not tough, bro. I'm not trying to be tough. I'm just being real. Because that's how I know you don't stand no business. Like you will let niggas do anything to you. You will let niggas bitch you around. Cause I'll be damned if I, like, nigga, my daughter's in the car. Like, that's the thing you don't realize. You saying you not tough on a regular day basis. Maybe I might not do that, but when I'm protecting somebody, it's different. Like, this is my daughter in the car. You think I'm gonna let some random bitch walk up to my window and I'm not grabbing switch? And the first story, that was my girl in the bathroom, and some random nigga was being creepy looking at her in the stall. You think I ain't gonna break this nigga neck? I have somebody to protect. And then the second one, he was trying to protect his honor because he let his little sister get cooked that one time. You think I'm not gonna, like, come on, nah? Everything I say, bro, I'm tough, you're not. Everything I say I would do to these niggas, I actually would. Because I'd be damned if... That's why I don't get put in situations like this. Y'all would see FvnnyMicol on the news for cooking a nigga. Y'all are going to see me. If somebody ever threatens my family, you're going to see me. You're going to see me on the news, or I'm going to have a story time about the time I killed the nigga. No bullshit.
Her voice came out flat when I rolled down the window an inch.
And you rolled down the window an inch. That looked like damn near halfway. That's about 4 inches right there, man. That's about 4. That's about 7.
Going to Disneyland?
She said.
Can you take me?
No.
I forced a small smile.
I'm sorry. We're in a hurry. I can't...
Before I could finish, the back door yanked open.
Why the fuck is your back door unlocked? Bitch! You should have your shit. I would have immediately sped off. And if she got in the car, I would have got out my car, hop. Barely here with no
I realized what a grave mistake I made by forgetting to lock it. The woman...
What? Screaming, bro. Damn. This bitch hopped in this nigga car. And she... And first off, rule number 1, never have your back door just unlocked. Who has their car doors just unlocked? Nigga, this is not GTA. You ain't learned from GTA 5 just having your doors unlocked? Whenever I get in the car, nigga, I manually lock my doors every time. Even if I know the doors are locked, I still want to manually lock them. Just in case some bullshit happen. This nigga got the nerve to have her back door unlocked and her key is in the back. Come on, gang. You just let this bitch get in the back.
But I realized what a grave mistake I made by forgetting to lock it. The woman slid in beside Macy. The smell of her sweat filled...
You just let this bitch get in. The moment she would have grabbed the door, I would have damn near... Like, I'm telling you. Curly hair with no cut. I'm telling you, the moment my door would have clicked open and I would have realized this bitch just opened my back door, I would have been standing beside her like I'm fucking Flash. She would have asked me, how did you get beside me that quick? Well, she would have never got them words out because she would have been on the ground already. The moment she even grabbed my door handle on the ground, she would have woke up 16 hours later, missing half her face. I'll be damned if you try to get in the back seat with my daughter. If my daughter ever make this face and this random bitch in the car, I'm telling you, my daughter's going to make that same face because it's going to be bits of her all around the car. Boom! Blowing her whole shit off right there. I would have drove off. I wouldn't have drove off. Because if she hopped in a car, I got to handle that situation right there. I got to handle that situation right there. I would have tried to drive, but if she just... I'm saying if she already in the car, I might as well switch her down right there.
For air. I turned to yell, but she already had a knife pressed against Macy's throat.
Drive left at the dirt road.
My hands went cold on the steering wheel. Macy started crying. She whispered,
Mommy.
And it nearly broke me.
Please don't hurt her. I said left.
There was a dirt road, maybe half a mile ahead. One...
Nigga talking about she opened the door. She could have, yeah, she could open the door. First thing, I'm going to try to drive off. If I hear her get in the car, though, the thing you don't realize, if somebody try to get in my car, I hope you know, I'm going to look back with a switch in my hand and aim it out the car. Try to jump in my car if you want to. She think that knife go do something. I would grab my switch. I'd be like, you could kill my daughter. Go ahead and slit her neck. But just know, if you do that, I'm blowing your brains across this entire car. You are not making it out of this alive. I can make another daughter, and can't nobody make another you. You're gonna be gone. No bullshit. I'll be damned if somebody threaten my daughter. You think you gonna even get the chance? At the moment, anytime I see somebody walking near my car, even when I'm in my Duke's car, I'm locking doors every time.
I'd never noticed before. I turned onto it, tires crunching over gravel and roots. The highway disappeared behind us. We were surrounded by trees, tall and still. Macy's cry grew louder. She looked at me with these terrified eyes, and I wanted so badly to tell her everything would be okay. But I didn't know if that was...
I bet you ain't got no gun, either. She ain't got no gun.
It's okay, baby. Mommy's right here. Keep your eyes on the road, Mommy.
The woman's hand trembled slightly as she held the knife. She was breathing heavily, almost wheezing.
What the fuck are we doing? Come on, bro. Get this porn off. Come on, get this corn off my screen, gang. I see got a big booty all in the camera, man.
Drove deeper into the woods until I saw this. A rotting cottage leaning to one side, covered in vines. The woman pointed.
There. Minnie's house. You'll both love it. It's magical.
I pulled up and parked. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. She got out slowly, still gripping the knife. For a second, she turned toward the house, as if checking something. It was my only chance.
Macy, stay down!
I screamed and slammed my foot on the gas. The car lurched forward. The woman's arm hit the door as it swung open, and she stumbled backward. I didn't look. I just drove. She started hurling rocks at my car. One smashed the rear window. Macy screamed in fear, but I kept my calm. I had to. I just kept driving. My hands were shaking so hard I could barely keep the car straight. We hit the main road again, tires screeching, and I didn't stop until I saw the other cars, real people around us. I pulled over near a gas station, jumped out, and ran to the back seat. Macy was curled up, crying hysterically, with glass in her hair, but thankfully not hurt. I grabbed her and just held her. She was trembling, gasping for air between sobs.
Mommy, I don't like Minnie anymore.
That broke me. I couldn't say anything, just held her tighter. The police came about 20 minutes later. They took our statements and searched the area, but they didn't find the woman. They said maybe it was a vagrant, someone high, unstable. But when I told them about the costume, about how she seemed to know that hidden dirt road, they just looked at each other and said nothing. That night, Macy wouldn't sleep in her room. She kept saying she saw Minnie outside the window. Every sound made her flinch. I slept next to her for weeks after that. A few days later, out of morbid curiosity, I drove past that stretch of highway again, in the daylight. I wanted to see if maybe I'd imagined it, but when I reached that spot where I'd first seen her, something caught my eye. A pair of red Minnie Mouse ears lay in the dirt near the shoulder, half buried in dust. The same kind Macy had been wearing that morning. She still had hers, which meant these weren't hers. I didn't stop. I just kept driving. To this day, I don't know who that woman was or what would have happened if I didn't drive away. But sometimes, when I drive at night and see someone on the side of the road, my body freezes up. I think about that voice, that flat, emotionless voice saying, "Going to Disneyland?" Macy's older now. We still haven't gone back to Disneyland. She doesn't even want to. She says it's not magical anymore. And honestly, I get it. Because for me, that stretch of highway, that one lined with bright billboards and palm trees, will never feel like the road to Disneyland again. It feels like the road we almost died on.
It was we. You would have never even got close to cooking my shit. W reactions, man. You get a like. Don't ever do that again. They would have never got that chance on me. I ain't gonna lie. The first thing, they would have never done that to me. Why? Because I have my doors locked at all times. If I'm getting in the car and I'm letting people in the car, I lock my doors as soon as the door click into the lock and it makes the mechanism that it's closed, I'm locking the door immediately. That could have all been avoided if you had just locked your back door. All of that could have been avoided. Just lock your doors. And now advanced cars, like cars getting so advanced, when you start you drive a certain amount or a certain speed, like you start driving for a certain amount of car doors will automatically lock. You can't do the GTA method where you walk up to a nigga car and just unlock their back door. Now you have to but me, our cars, my mom's car don't do that. So I just lock the doors automatically. Every time I get in the car, lock. Before I even pull off, the doors are being locked. Cause I'll be damned if a bitch try some shit like that. Boy, my dick, nigga. Make sure you suck my chicken. No, I'm not gonna do that shit. That's W-Rex. That Mickey girl would have blew her brains across the entire shit.